Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, and we're back with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today, and unfortunately we start off the day with some sad news. Our caravan met with a mishap en route. People were dead and goods were lost. Insurance payout of 628 monies, so not great. But we lost our 4 people that we had going out. Well, we were losing all the money that we were hoping to make out of that transaction, so that's unfortunate. We have 0 free laborers right now. We've got to keep our eyes peeled on our text over here and make sure that we keep everything working that needs to keep working, like our hospitals and things like that. We do, though, luckily, have immigrants on our timeline very, very, very soon here, so we'll definitely take advantage of those peeps when they come along. And we also have a merchant ship that we can check out as well. But I did take out the worker on our dock, so if we do want to buy something from the ship that comes past, I'm gonna have to shift somebody in there, and that's not a big deal. We can absolutely do that. Also, we have our reservoirs built up, it looks like, so I do have to switch some people around these as well. I'm gonna take a couple workers out of there, and then I'm gonna take our well workers and take them out and move them into the reservoir, just because the reservoirs are awesome. We'll go ahead and we'll do that, and yes, the product is gonna be water for the reservoir. Okay, so now we have 2 free laborers instead of having 1 in each. That doesn't really make sense, so we're gonna just do 2 for now. Later we'll probably put an additional person or 2 in this one. We'll leave the spot open like that. We'll be prepared for that. At the very, very end of the last episode, right as I left you guys, we got alpacas. So it looks like my worker is out of there, so we'll definitely do that. So now we have alpaca, now we have buffalo and geese. So we're doing pretty good on our critters. So I'm happy about that. We're getting a little bit more fat. We're getting the alpaca wool and the poop and the meats and everything. So that's going really, really great. I'm happy about it. We do have another laborer, so that's good as well. We have our 2 tech guys right here, the research institutes that we put in the last episode. So that's working. We're getting our tech points a little bit faster now. We figured out that spirits were very, very important to our happiness, and it looks like we haven't quite met the demand, even with 3 distilleries. So that's something we definitely need to work on a little bit more this episode. So let's see what we got right away here for Agave. 1,000. It's July, so we have a little bit of a stock going on. We could probably build up a couple more agave farms. We only have the 1 right now, so this one is producing enough to deal with all 3 of those distilleries, which is pretty good. Along with these immigrants, when they get here, we're gonna have to put a bunch of these guys on some farms. So I think what we'll do is we'll get a couple farms started here so that we're ready once that happens, once those guys get here. So I think we'll start off. Oh, I can't quite put it there. It's unfortunate. We can put 1 right here. We'll do that anyways. We'll put it right here, and then we'll go like that. I don't want to go all the way over here anyways, so we'll get that started like there, and then we're gonna have to get a little dirt road action in here, kind of meander along this way, and then we'll kind of bring it out this way. There is this mountain here, and I don't know if it's gonna be okay for any mine action. Nope, it's just oddly shaped on this side of it. But this side, that'll work great. So we could maybe do 2 on there. I think only 1 is going to work. So we'll keep that side in mind for a mine. So we'll do that. And we'll get these guys started up. And then that's going to be 6. This will probably be about 12 people. So if we put half of them onto the farms, that should be good. We'd have oats here. Oh, we don't have to go so hard on flax, I don't think, because we have the supplemental leather and the wool here to make our clothing with our tailor. Now that they have these awesome things for the rough clothes, at least, where all of these are applicable and all of them can happen if one of them is lacking. So if I run out of leather and we have wool, it automatically switches to wool. It's super, super nice to have that. But we do have the down jackets here producing us a little bit better clothing. This guy requires linen and feathers, so that's something that we have to keep stocked up. The linen is what I'm kind of most concerned about out of those 2. We might need another pasture with geese in it, just because keep our feathers stock up. I haven't looked at a graph to see how we're producing that, but hopefully we're keeping up with it. I guess we could do that, couldn't we? If we find a hair production overview, that would be. Is that raw materials? I've never looked up feathers. There it is. Let me add that. Oh yeah, we're crushing it with feathers, so no worries there. We'll be able to make those down jackets continuously here for quite a while. Okay, so now our happiness is up a little bit more. Our hearts are kind of getting low. We don't have bathhouses yet, so that's something that we need to consider here. It looks like we have 4 laborers right now, so that's good. Let's check out our tech points. So we need this construction cut stone. We're really close to another tech point. So let's go ahead and we'll get into that construction cut stone. Cut stone is a huge piece of a lot of different things. So we'll go ahead and we'll get that ready. And then we can go ahead and get our masonry workshop started and start making some cut stone. And then we can start making a little bit more advanced buildings. We'll get that guy right there. This distillery is nearly complete. That's going to take one more person. So we'll have that working. This is going to be one person. So that's 2 people there. And then let's put the worker here so that we're ready in case, or when this guy comes by. We only have 662 coins though. So that might be an issue as far as getting money to trade for stuff. Let's see. We have most of this stuff gathered up around town here. It is September, so we don't have a whole lot of time to gather stuff. So I think we'll just go ahead and we'll kind of go out over in this space and gather some stuff up. I do want to cut some trees down over here, and that'll probably take us into the winter time. So I'll just leave it like that for now. Take those 2 out of there. We'll go ahead and we'll do oats, and then we'll just kind of hang out and wait for that ship to get here. I think I saw it. It'll be here like momentarily. Yep, there it is. Let's go ahead and speed up to 10 here. Oh, what's that menu? Oh, I never knew that this was here. Shows the map seed size, all the stats and stuff that we set up for the game. That's cool. All right, so let's check out what the ship has here. Ooh, okay, so here's what I'm looking for. But unfortunately, because that trade didn't go through, we're losing out on these blueprints. I can't afford them. Unfortunately, it's too bad that these are RNG and random. So we're gonna have to just pass on it because I have to. I only have 600 coins, but we could get some rat meat, which that sounds just not great at all. One for each, but we're not hurting on food anymore. So I think we'll just pass on this ship for now. We'll dismiss the deal. They'll be on their way. And now, next thing that comes up is going to be the immigrants. And even already we have a merchant ship on the horizon there for us. So we'll set that guy up for spirits. Get that coming in. Let's check out our spirits production because we gotta be pretty close. Yeah, look at that, just a sliver. So I think I'm gonna even need another distillery to make up for that. So let's go ahead and do let's put it right there. That'll be fine. Now this is gonna take up a lot of water, so we're absolutely gonna have to put 2 of these workers from the immigrants that are getting here into the reservoir here to start getting more water to make sure that we have enough. With 2 more distilleries, we're going to be using up a lot more water, so something to keep in mind here. Let's see. We got these guys good to go. Oh, we got 2 workers in here. Take them out of there, but we'll be ready for more. Go like that. Okay, now we have 3, and then now we got our tech for bathhouse. So let's go ahead and we'll get the bathhouse tech. We need some linens. Luckily, we have that. So we should be able to go ahead and build this bathhouse, and then we can finally get a little bit more health going on for our people. And it looks like we'll be able to capture all the houses if we build it right there. So that's absolutely where we're going to build it. And I'm just going to drag this road out just a little bit more. I'm not sure how I'm going to intersect these 2 or 3 at least right there. But we'll see how it goes when we get to that point. It looks like our immigrants are here. 12 this time. Okay, just about what I thought. So we'll go ahead and we'll accept them. Immigrants have arrived. Let's see. Peter died of old age. Okay, so we lost a couple of the immigrants that we just got already. Let's see what we can do though. We'll put 2 workers in there. We got oats here, that's 3. And then we wanted to get oats. Let's see, so that's flax. Oh, we do have people working in these. Oh, this is the one I'm thinking of. Looks like we got 3, 3, 3, 3 on all of those. Okay, let's swap this one to flax. Or we'll swap this one to oats. And then we'll get those guys working in there as well. So 2 more farms producing food for us. Let's see, we got flax and agave. So we might need to get these guys back in action. So I'm just going to leave those 2 farms right here and this one here as is for now. We'll adjust if we need to later. Now we're already down to 5 labor. So it goes quick when you need them and you have the buildings ready to go. So hopefully we can get some more immigrants here pretty quick. Don't see any on the timeline, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But we could try and do some more trading. Try and get that set up. Oh, Goose was found by Hunter. Okay, we already have that. Okay, this guy's ready to go. Let's get that started. I don't have to select anything else, I don't think. Okay, so that's happily underway now, the masonry workshop. I think I'm going to cut this down to like 100. We I don't have a lot of stone to begin with, and I don't need a lot of cut stone now. So if we just put it at 100, we won't run out and run out of stone. I mean, we only have 125, so I mean, we might even run out of stone. But now that it is thawing out here, I think we need to find some more rocks to pick up. So these are all iron. Oh, we got rocks way over here. So I'll mark those. That's a kind of a jog to get those guys out. Let's see. We got some right here. Oh, and some right here too. That's a good amount. And then with this group, let's go ahead and just grab these ores here. And that should be just fine. Let's give those guys a minute to do that stuff. Okay, distillery is good to go. Distillery is good to go. This one's almost ready. We got water coming in. We're in the green with water now. So let's just check out. And alcohol and snacks are good. That's awesome. Water is in the green. We know that from this, but I wanted to see how much we're in the green. Just enough, it looks like. And then food should still be pretty good. Okay, yeah, so food's getting close as well. So we had a good surplus in at the end of the last episode here. So I want to try and maintain that here, of course, before we have to starve to death again. Looks like we got this guy good to go. Awesome. How are we doing on clothes? Clothes are okay. Tools are okay. Kind of, they're in the red. So okay. We're really close to the cap. 200 out of, or 197 out of 200. We're pretty good there. Let's go ahead and try and get some more domestic fuels. See, we're at 47. Oh, I got tons of coal though. I got tons of coal though. So I can even set this to coal so we can see that difference. I'm more concerned about having coal than the domestic fuel. So we'll leave it just like that. And now we know that we have that much coal. Okay, so we did get 4 laborers. Okay, that's awesome. So now we are at 6 total. We got all of those rocks picked up already. That was really quick. Good job, team. Let's see. Those ores are picked up too. Yeah, nice. So I'm gonna grab these ones. Get that marked. And then you know what? I think I'm just gonna go gather all, and we're gonna pick up this whole swath of trees over here, and really get to some lumberjacking. But let's see. What we do want to get those dense forest farms that I mentioned a couple episodes ago from trading. But to trade, we really could use a surplus of an item, right? So we've been trying to trade ores, but we met with a mishap last time. We are pretty excessive on food, but I don't want to trade food out because as soon as we start doing that, that's when we're going to need it, and then we'll be in trouble. That's because that's how things work. This has got to be bumped up. Let's go like 500. Okay, yep. So I think we'll just have to try and go for the ore. We do have a mine set up already so that we can get some more iron ore if we go too much and use up all of our accessed ore here. We also have a bundle right here that once we get bridges, we can just go straight across here. Do we have bridges already? We do. Let's do that right now. Just do a quick little bridge right across the road here. Awesome. And then we'll have access to the other side for our hunters, for whatever else we're going to do here. Maybe we'll even build our next little residential area, like somewhere over in here. That might be cool. I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm not quite that far. I just keep checking the cemeteries over here because I don't want to run out of space. I guess we do have this backup one ready, but this is going to take a minute to replace all of these, I think. So that's why I keep clicking on those. I just want to make sure that they're good to go, because I don't want people to be dying and then people getting mad because there's no tombstones. Okay, so our bathhouse is good. Bonnie's working in there, so we should see that reflected in our health. I'm surprised we're as low as we are because we have soaps going on right here. We got just the one soap workshop. We have tons of fats. Let's even maybe put in another soap workshop to try and make that a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that guy going right there. Just want to make sure that we have all these like basic things set up before we get too crazy with other industries. Sand is okay, clay's okay. I might put 2 more people in there. That would make it okay. That would make us at 3 laborers. I'll leave the 7 for now. We're doing okay with that. But look at this. We really need some medicines. So hopefully in all of this area that we marked for gathering, we find some medicines. We tried to trade ore for that medicine at the end of the last episode, but that's when that caravan at the beginning of this one was found to have a mishap, and it didn't work out as we wanted it to. Oh, I have this fishing dock here that I forgot to put people in. Let's see, we have 3 people working on that one. I'm gonna leave it for now. Since food, I'm gonna say food isn't a huge need, but we're getting kind of low here. 2,000. I'm watching this. It was at like 4,000 at the very beginning here. So keeping our eyes on that. I don't want it to run out already. That would be unfortunate. But it is harvest time, so that will take a jump. And we'll see what it looks like after that. Ooh, how are these guys doing? Getting kind of full up here. We got that one ready. This one's brand new as well. Okay, so we have this one, if nothing else, for storage. Remember, we want to be close to the farms for our storage for efficiency's sake. So instead of these guys having to go all the way over here or like way over here to store stuff, they could just go right here, and then that's much quicker. Traveling merchant is here. I don't think I have. I think you need 1,000 coins for that guy, and we only have 600, so that's not going to work. How is this going? They're still chopping away. Okay, good. Now we could start to get a forester's hut and a gatherer's hut. These are two things that I guess I've kind of forgotten about, honestly. The forester's hut is for the getting trees, and the gatherer's hut is going to be the thing that automatically picks up those little plants and stuff that we have been marking and manually gathering. But this is restricted. They only gather what's in that blue circle, and they like to be by mature trees. So when we're gathering all the trees, it's kind of counterintuitive to put a gatherer hut and then cut the trees down. So we want to kind of put this in a spot where it's kind of out of the way, and we aren't going to be gathering a lot of trees. So that's what I'm thinking about over here. If we get this guy started up on this part of the world, that might be a decent idea. So let's get this guy right here. And then I think I'm going to go with a forester's hut. So there's something you can do here. This guy is able to cut and plant trees. So what I'm going to do is set this to, we want to do both. We could do this. So we could make this guy plant. We could do an additional forester's hut, which cuts and plants. And that's kind of kind of like a winning combination that I've used before that I like a lot. But I'm kind of wondering about our worker situation. That's going to take a lot of workers. And I don't really want to dedicate that much workers to that many workers to food, really, is what we're aiming for. And I guess we get some trees out of it. But our food is looking pretty good. Now we're up to almost 6,000 food from harvest. So we're doing okay with that. But let's kind of get this set up, get it started, and we'll think about what we want to do over here in a little bit here, once it gets built up. Okay, so we did get another tech point. We are in the green now with our health and our happiness. That means our spirits are working, and that means our bathhouse is working, and our soaps. So let's go ahead and we'll get this guy going. I forgot about that one. Put 2 workers in there. Really kick it off. And yeah, I'm kind of thinking about doing some trades here. So we're doing really good with clothing. We could trade out a couple of down jackets for some money, and then buy some medicinal herbs. I mean, we're really low on medicinal herbs. It's not good. So what I'm thinking, what I'm going to do with this tech point that we got, let's go ahead and go to trade, and let's find the safety one. Where is that? Did we get it already? Okay, we did get that one. Awesome. So let's go ahead and go with Overloader then. Increase its max carry weight. I'm trying to get down to well-known rep because it increases by 25% before we really go hard on trading. So again, I get 3 more points into here. And then I also like the carving workshop when we can get to that, because we can make tradable goods. But that's going to be a couple episodes yet, probably like 5 or 6 before we're even ready to get steel tools and lamp oils and all that stuff good to go. So we'll get to it, but not quite yet. Okay, so we got the trade thing set up. Oh, you're at max already? That's awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and... Ooh, I wonder if we could trade the cut stone. I'm going to slow the game down while we do this, because things change. We're gonna, I don't want to loop. No. We'll go 4 by insurance. So 4.5% versus that 8%. Remember, that's what it was before. So we need to sell some items. We have clothing. We talked about that. So let's go to clothing. Let's see what these are worth. 11, and ruffles are only 10. That's, wow, that's not even hardly even worth it to go and sell it down jackets. So since we have almost 500 of these guys, I'm thinking we do like, I don't know, like 250. Seems like a lot. Over 2,000 monies. I like that. Let's go with that. We'll kind of risk it a little bit with our clothing. We do have a couple of tailors working, so we should be able to be okay at least. And then I want to go a little bit of ore. We have tons of iron ore. Let's go with 250. I don't know what the weight is going to be here. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to do that for selling, and then that's going to give us 3783 monies. And then we need some herbs. Oh, there it is right there. And then I'm kind of thinking we go like 1,000 herbs, purchase that, and then we'll be good for a little bit. So I think we'll get that started. This is where we want to go because we're trying to get to the dense tier of items. We got insurance set up, we're selling items, we're buying items, so we're going to come out about 2783 ahead. you know, except for the insurance premium. So about 2,500 approximately. So we'll go ahead and we'll form that. Those guys are going to go on their way, get that happening for 233 days. So they'll be out for a little while, but that's okay. Oh, I meant to look for the cut stone for selling, but that's okay. It's too late now. Look at all these peeps running around. Oh, I need a house. That guy is homeless. So that's something that we can work on, kind of in this line is what I'm thinking. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. Darn. That's okay. We can go like this. We'll just kind of work them in like that. Quick little line of them. And then we'll do a dirt road. Sneaks back there. Perfect. So that should be plenty. Herb reserves are low. We know that. Citizens are cold. Okay. So we should be okay now. How are we looking over here? Did we get this stuff built up? Nearly. Okay. We'll check back shortly. I can't believe I forgot about the gathering huts. That's kind of silly. But that'll be a good amount of food too. We're looking great on food. We're at 5,000. We're in the green with water. The medicines is what I'm kind of most concerned about here. We did get 2 more laborers. So if we go down to agriculture, let's see, we need 3 to get to the nursery, and then a 4th point to get the herb seeds. So we got a long ways to go for that. There's a lot of things I want to do, of course. When we start the game, they just want to do all the things. But the thing to do with the tech points is it's really hard to like plan to do, like go down the line and say I want this and do this first. You have things that come up. Like we could have ignored our health, right? We had some soaps, but with the bathhouse, it made a huge difference. Look at this. We're all the way green now. Normal city health. There's no negative effects happening. It's awesome. So I think that was the better play versus, you know, working towards something that isn't helping us right now. It's definitely something you could do, but I definitely prefer to fix things like now, like here, instead of waiting and fixing something that is relevant. Let's see. So we got our dock here. Nobody's in there. That's fine. But we do have a merchant ship close by. We also have some citizens on the way, and it looks like those free laborers that we had have come and gone because we had to replace a couple people here. The brewer and the vendor are replaced, so now we're down to 2. So I don't want to move anybody else around. I want to keep those 2 people there, but I would really like to find some more herbs. And when we get this set up, oh, that's because 2 people went to the other side. These guys are gonna find herbs. So see, we got some here. So that's gonna help to, you know, maintain our health until we can start to grow them ourselves. And I'm kind of thinking over in this space might be a good idea because it's a little bit further away from everything else. I mean, we're going to go over here eventually because we want to have some more farmland, but I think that's a decent spot for now until we start to grow in that direction because I don't really want to go. I think we could go a little bit further south here with this nice flat bank right here. Look at that. I want to save that. So that's what we're going to do. And now we can go across here. Super great. Herb reserves are low. We know that. Tools are looking great now. We're up to 200. I'm going to bump this up just a slight bit here. How are you looking on clothing? 500, 300. Okay, that's fine. Clothing should still be okay. Coal looks like we're not gathering enough to keep up. So, yeah, once those guys get here, we're going to need to get a couple more people working in our mines, I think. We get somebody to come in a labor. That's good. Now we're up to 2. And we need to get another storage system over here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and grab a warehouse, and we might need a smaller warehouse, or even let's go with another storage yard over here. Since we can't really do anything with this space as far as, well, we could build a farm in there, but I'm going to go for storage instead. Just an efficiency thing. Get that guy going over there. And now we don't have any laborers. I'm not sure what happened. It says 2 people became laborers, and then we have 0. Oh, I know what happened. Something got built. There we go. Our forester's hut got built. So I'm going to put 2 people in here. Let's go like this. We'll turn felled trees off for now. We'll plant a bunch of trees, and then we'll see where we're sitting. I'm even going to take somebody else out of there. So I'm going to have 1 person planting trees, and then this gatherer hut will benefit from that. So you can see here, wild vegetables generally grow near mature trees. So if we're planting more trees, over time we'll have more mature trees, and then this thing will be better and better. And you can see we got a little bit of herbs here, onions, peas, a handful of things. So nice to have those gathered huts up and running. Again, silly of me to forget about those. Timber looks like we need. Okay, we can manage that here, but don't want to take away these trees. They're going to leave that. But as far as like up over in here goes, this is fair game. We're going to take these guys out like so. gather all that. Leave that for now. Since this is kind of closer to the town, we're gonna leave it. And then ship is here. Again, we don't really have a ton of money, so not really worth doing much with the ship here. So I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss them. Once we get that money from our trade, which should be back soon-ish. Yeah, it's about halfway done. That'll be really nice to have that money. And then we can start to keep trading and get that wrap up and get to the dense stuff. And then we'll be looking really, really good. I'm excited to get to that point. But I think that'll be it for this episode. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Settlement Survival, and I hope to see you on the next one. Have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night, and I'll see you again soon.